Greetings from St. Thomas. So here just to show some pictures of the grounds and of course the beautiful flowers that are out. So just a beautiful scene here. So just a little encouragement there. But let me make some adjustments here just to make it a little easier to visit and reflect. One of the things that we know has come up recently is the extension of the stay-at-home order, and so I know that might be the cause of some concern for a lot of people. People might have been looking forward to coming back and thinking, oh, the time is near, but now it'll be a little bit longer. And so just a word of encouragement, not to give in to any sort of despair or discouragement at this time. I know in asking and talking with some of the parishioners, there are different people who've responded about the ways that they've been spending their time, and so I've gotten some feedback from different people who've talked about cleaning their house, maybe getting around to things that they've been wanting to do for a long time. Cleaning out closets and boxes and things like that, and so it's a good thing to do. Spending more time with family, so sometimes family members get very busy, and even when people are close, it still could be a lot of activity. Kids go in every direction, parents going every direction, where now families are able to be together a lot more. Or just even spending time working on some projects or things that people have maybe been wanting to do for a while, especially doing a lot of reading. So I'll offer some thoughts about just my own experience in this time. So I know one of the things that is important for priests is the routine of prayer, the life of prayer. And there are certain prayers that we say in the breviary that we say every day. But one of the most important ways that we pray is when we offer Mass. And so that's been, I think, particularly difficult to have to do that in private, not to be able to be with other people. I've been privileged as the Episcopal Vicar for Consecrated Life that in some cases I've been able to go out to different convents and be with certain groups of sisters. So I've had at least some break in that routine, but a lot of times just private Mass is just being alone. But it's still an important part of the routine, and I think that's maybe one of the things to take away from this is having good routines that you just fall into, things that you know that you can just count on, things that you just do day in and day out, so you don't fall off track, and I find that helpful in terms of just maintaining focus. The other thing, I think there are temptations about becoming lazy and just getting into a routine of maybe just watching one TV show after the next, and soon the whole day is gone. I've tried to stay active, to stay physically active. I know anyone who's worked out at all, I know with gyms closed, that makes it an extra challenge. So workouts at home are not always an easy thing to do. Sometimes walking is a great way to supplement that. So I've been trying to walk a lot every day and so much as I can to be able to do that just for the physical exercise. And it's amazing what a difference that makes in terms of mindset and our focus and mentality. And of course, doing that, it's also good to try to watch what we eat. Sometimes that temptation is to turn to all the junk food that's around. I've been trying to stay to a healthy diet, to make sure I'm just watching the things that I'm taking in. Even sometimes liquid calories that we take in. I know sometimes the sugary things or even alcohol. That's something several months ago I decided to turn away from. And so I know it might be a little tough for people to give something up, especially at this time. This might be a particularly difficult time to start a new resolution, but certainly encourage people to maintain their good resolutions, to eat and drink in a healthy way, to be physically active and fit, and even just reading books, just taking in good and inspiring things. So whether it's books on tape, sometimes when walking, physically walking, it's good to have something inspiring to listen to, or even good old physical books. I know the young people today don't go in much for that, I suppose, but just a good physical book that you can hold on to, those are good things as well. And so just with that routine of prayer, of physical activity, of just healthy living, and trying to feed our minds and our souls with good literature, those are things that have been helpful for me. So just a word of encouragement that even though this period of staying at home is going to be extended for a bit, but remain confident, so remain firm in faith. After asking among different parishioners, it seems like it would be helpful to even broadcast daily masses, which it's taken a little time for me to get comfortable with that. I know we weren't set up like some other parishes to be ready to transmit, and it's taken a little time to kind of figure out how to do that in a way that's helpful, and also a way that doesn't seem too awkward. It is a little strange, I would have to say, for priests to celebrate Mass in front of no one but a camera and pretending that there are all sorts of people there. But I think maybe we've kind of found a way to do that, and especially by focusing the camera in a way so it makes people feel like they're a little closer. That's part of how I tried to do these Sunday Masses, and I think we'll work on doing the daily Masses the same way. And hopefully this will be just another little opportunity for people to stay connected to St. Thomas, and we look forward to the day when we don't have to act from a distance, but a time at which we can be reunited together once again.